Alright, Megawanin everyone, welcome back to part 2 of my first impression video of the demo of Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. It is now, it just turned really, well, for a couple hours now, June the 3rd, 2025. And last episode we just got out of that prison or dungeon, whatever that is. Oh, look at that. Okay. I don't think there's a way to get back there, so... Wow. Now, I have to tell you, from what I've played so far in that previous episode, in terms of combat, it does seem a little, not really laggy, but it feels a lot more rigid. You know, not as smooth as something like Skyrim or Oblivion Remastered, where, you know, moving around the battlefield and swinging, it just, because, you know, this almost has Souls-like qualities about it, some Souls-like traits. Even though I've not played it, any kind of Souls-like, well, I guess at this point I've played something that combines some elements of roguelike, you know, something like this. So that's why I'm kind of familiar with, you know, the structure of it. But I have seen a lot of gameplay of roguelikes. So that's, you know, maybe I'm, you know, absolutely wrong, but it does get that feeling. I do get that feeling, you know, when in combat. This world is, it is like, I don't know if Gothic is exactly the word, or grim dark, you know, like a dark, twisted fairy tale. Like a dark and demented wonderland, you know, from, you know, something like an Alice in Wonderland. So this, how can I walk? Oh, so, okay. Is there a way to turn on like an auto run feature? Walk, so I have to hold it. Or it could be a toggle. Okay, I like that much better. And sprint, okay. Yeah, let's apply that all. Yeah, see, I like that much better. Which is pretty much how I have it in Skyrim and Oblivion. I have my walk as a toggle. I talk to this thing, huh? Let's kind of look around first, take in these sights. So, from what I can tell, just from this, you know, it started off kind of similar to, you know, Oblivion and, you know, even Daggerfall, you know, escaping a type of prison. Although in Daggerfall you're not really in a prison, your ship was tossed and you got trapped inside that cave. But it's still like a type of a prison, and you have to get out of it. The outside world, you know, if you're looking for something that's lush and beautiful, I know people complained about Oblivion Remastered, you know, even though it's only, you know, just a little over a month out. They complain that it looks, you know, much more grayer than, you know, original Oblivion, but at the same time that was kind of like you could say a product of its time. You know, it was kind of you know, the Lord of the Rings trilogy was still, you know, somewhat new, right? So they were trying to, my guess is, you know, adapt those type of color scheme. And Oblivion Remastered, although it still is beautiful to look at, and it has its, you know, brighter, sunnier moments, it's more rooted in, you know, reality, I guess, you know, more realistic looking colors. But looking at this world, although the sky is very awesome to behold, but just looking at everything here, almost like a demented painting, or I forget the kind of word for it, where they just like a crazy AI painting. If you were to put in, you know, Arthurian world, you know, fantasy world that's that has been you know, crossed together with Alice in Wonderland or something, and the way that Tim Burton would you know, direct it, it would look like this. There's a much better word for this type of art style, but I can't quite recall. But looking at this, you know, even though it has its moments of, you know, green flora and trees, overall it makes even Oblivion Remastered look a lot more cheery, right? Okay, so yeah, these graphics are really, really nice though. But as I said, you know, it's kind of I do. Oh, can I cast just fast? I can go fast. I didn't know that. I thought I had to hold it down. It's a good thing I, you know, tested this. Can I go into third person? Okay, so it's Z. The game was not originally designed for third person. This feature was added as an accessibility option and is not intended to be highly polished. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, I much prefer anyways, you know. Oh no, what? Was this block? Was it's not like that. That's not even a block. Oh, look at this. Both at the same time. I don't understand what's... The block is not doing anything.
I've been waiting a long time for someone to find me.
I'm pushing the middle mouse button.
Are you here to help me leave this place?
The mouse wheel button. Are you here to help me leave this place? Possibly. Who art thou?
I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. remember I once knew who I was. At some point, but I do not. Anymore. I just... am.
Tell me, what is this place? What happened here?
I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison. Deep in the weirdness.
Why art thou here?
And you? Why are you here?
I know not. I put my hand upon a morbid statue, and next thing you know, I'm here.
Here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together, now that I'm free.
Very well. Canst thou take on human form? See? This is blocking? This is how you block? That's not how you block. Controls. I don't understand that. I don't know. All right.
I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood.
So this is Avalon. Oh shit, I wish I could switch. So I like that. See, I like too, when I charge it, see how the fireball kind of arches, right? It's not just a straight, you're launching it and it lobs, you know, a powerful fireball as if it has some weight to it. And these ones, you launch it faster. And I get the sense that maybe they're smaller, you know, smaller fireballs.
In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Four Dwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness.
Excalibur.
It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs.
Look, it's trying to tell me still how to block, but... should look that up. Yeah, it's, you know, as if the world became fragmented. You know, like what happened at the end in Never-Ending Story, right? All these different, you know, land masses breaking apart and floating away.
Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that.
Look at that. I mean, every angle it looks breathtaking. Twisted, but of course, you know, it's still very lovely to look at. No matter where I look, you know, it's just like a piece of art that I jumped into. And I'm just traversing this painting.
We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Yeah, the combat is really weird. Okay. Could I switch the magic and the sword? Oh, whoops. Ah. Okay, this is a bit better. Okay, this is now like, you know, Oblivion. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's very like how Souls-like is so tiny. You know what I mean? Like they'll take a massive, you know, overstep heavy swing, and they're kind of very mechanical, and then you just memorize the patterns and attack, which which is kind of like you know, a Souls-like pattern. Now, I'm not saying the combat is bad, but it, I mean, I guess I get it now. Why, you know, how I just said earlier in the video, how the combat feels very jagged and after a long fight.
Oh, awaken thee, once and future king.
Aha. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, the combat, that's why it feels like jagged or not as smooth. It's very very rigid, you know, rigid movements, but that's because of the Souls-like nature of the combat. Okay, the volume, I feel as if I have to lower it, you know. I can't quite, you know, find the right level of volume.
I am his hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach.
Bind the soul to the stone. Oh, I better not do that yet, as I do not know what that means. Athletics, hey, I like that. How do I go into my character sheet again? Let's tab, okay. Aha. Status. is quite cool. Like that. What are they trying to teach me here? Well, like when I do it. What? I don't understand what that is. Just don't know. So it looks like I have to. Okay.
I am his hunger. I am the price paid for touching the unreal.
Yes, I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake. I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one.
"'Tis an honor, my king. I know thy name, and I know of thy deeds."
I appreciate it, but let us leave decorum and honors for times of leisure. For now, we need to make way for Avalon. I have to see my kingdom again.
Yes.
I trust you'll accompany me, or would you rather stay in this wretched place?
Nay, I wish to accompany thee. What even is this place?
I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer.
Why wert thou imprisoned here?
Trust me, I wish I knew. I remember death, then darkness, a terrible loneliness. Ages upon ages of solitude, and these are all the details I have. Perhaps, in time, I'll remember more. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity. I must see the legacy of the Age of Conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory. What is happening? No!
My king, what?
I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns. I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have.
'Tis an honor, my king.
You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition. And since it seems that fate has bound us together, let us make the best of it.
Yes.
Seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience.
Let us make our way then.
Oh, what an adventure this will be.
Agreed. Okay, so oh, whoops. I'll save it. But also, you know, I feel like medium texture quality. Keep that high. Okay, let's see. That's any better. Short active objectives. The knight said we'll meet again when I find a way out of the island asylum. Now, is that Excalibur? Yeah, I don't know how to block or any of that. But I think I'm going to end it here, guys. And who knows, there might be a third, possibly even fourth part to this, so I'll end it here. Again, I feel like I need to, you know, adjust the volume again. It just sounds so loud. Okay, so thanks, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you.